Hey everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Well, it's a Monday here on the mountain, new week, new possibilities. I will be leaving here in about 3 weeks, so I'm going to start winding down and figuring things out. Probably going to go into the city a few times before I leave, and I may go this week. I might go tomorrow or the next day. I'm just kind of waiting to see. Let's see, what else as I wind my time down here. Hopefully, I'm supposed to meet Erin Valentine of Southern Fruity. We've known each other, been talking for a while, never met, and her husband in San Jose on July the 1st. So I'm hoping that'll work out for them and for me so we can get together. We're going to go to the organic market and have a lot of fun. But anyhow, I wanted to start the week off today by talking about why enjoying the raw vegan lifestyle is important to being successful on this. I do videos like this every day, so if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate if you'd hit that button now. And then when you do, click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. I think one thing that's overlooked a lot on this is like this is a lifestyle, you know, we've embraced a lifestyle. This isn't one of those diets. This isn't one of those stringent diets. If you've been on a diet before, and if you haven't been on a diet before, you're probably one out of about 100 people that, you know, has not at some point in their life dabbled with some sort of a diet. And many have dabbled, of us, depending on age, with numbers and numbers throughout the years. And one thing about them is most of them are they're very stringent. They're very, you know, you don't eat this, lots of rules, you don't do that. And it's always, they're never really a lot of fun, and they're hard to follow. And it's almost like that's why diets don't work. It's almost like you're just doing something that's unnatural or something that's unnatural, and you can only hold on for so long. And it's to that with a certain extent on the raw vegan food as well. Now, you could sustain yourself, physically, you could sustain yourself on just basic raw vegan food. And at some point in your journey, you might just get to that, where just the simplest is absolutely the best, and that's all it really takes to satisfy you. I mean, I've been in that place a good bit the last couple of months. Doesn't mean that I still, you know, don't want something a little bit more exciting in there from time to time. And this is going to mean different things for different people, but you absolutely need, if you want to enjoy, you want to embrace this lifestyle, you want to enjoy this lifestyle. It's a new life. You want to incorporate it into your life in a way that you know, that it brings you joy, and not to be another thing that you have to do. It's not. I don't look at it as another you know, just a list of restrictions that you carry around, and when you go to social events or when you're hanging out or whatever. Or even just in your head, it's kind of like this to-do or this list of things I can't do anymore. You know, get in there, be active, experiment. As soon as you get into this lifestyle, experiment. And a lot of that goes back to what I talk about a lot is recipes. You know, find out what you like. Find out what you like. I hear people, you know what? You hear people say raw vegan food is boring all the time. And that's true. And it's not true. It just depends. You know, there is a lot of boring raw vegan food out there, and I see people sharing stuff sometimes, and I'm like, and especially if they're new. Now, once again, like, you know, to some person, depending on where they are in their journey, what is boring to one person is just like very simple and very good to another. But and it depends on where you are. But I see too many newbies that are just there's no excitement in there. You know, it's just like the newbies you're not going to get by probably on that salad every night with the same dressing, like somebody that's been doing it for a while. So, you know, as soon as you get to this lifestyle, even though I'm not a huge recipe person, find yourself some things that you like. Find yourself some, let's go at it even from let's explore that a little bit, expand on that. Get recipes for different occasions. This has kind of been on my mind recently, like, you know, having not just having things that you enjoy eating like on your day-to-day, but there's social events. There's things that you used to associate food with. People have, you know, you have movie night at your house, or you have a movie night, or whenever you settle down to Netflix, you're used to your snacks. You're used to that, just snacking at night. Well, don't totally just eliminate that and say, well, now I'm raw vegan, I'm being all healthy, I can't do that anymore. Figure out what you can plug in there. Figure out now, what can I do for my nighttime when I'm watching Netflix? What do I replace with? And then you keep it healthy. The same thing, I've been thinking a lot lately, even though I don't know why right now. Still a few months away until American football season, but like sporting events. Like, I think that would be a phenomenal idea for, like, well, I know in this kind of little esoteric raw vegan world, I don't step around with too many people that are into sports. I don't think it's cool for our lot to be into sports. That's, just frivolous or whatever. But there's got to be some dudes out there like me that still, watch some football, watch some basketball, maybe get together with your friends. And that's also a time for you to, like I say, what did you used to eat? I used to eat wings. I used to eat a lot of wings during football season. So for me, that would translate to maybe, having a dehydrator or figuring out a way to make some cauliflower wings. I've been seeing crazy, mad cauliflower wings from different people lately. Chris Kendall had a good one the other day. Nachos, come up with nachos, but you see what I'm getting at there, like, for different situations, replace those things that you did, not just the utilitarian eating of a meal because this gives you nutrition, this and that, but have fun with it. Find replacements for those things you used to do. So now we've talked about, maybe you hang out with the guys, and it's a good way to share too. You can make some, like, let's say you have a sporting weekend come this fall. You could make like chili, nachos. You could just make a whole bunch wings, and you would impress some of your friends because it's good stuff. But yeah, you've got to make this lifestyle exciting. Embrace it. Like when people go to gatherings, I watch sometimes, and no wonder everybody thinks this is a boring lifestyle. No wonder people are like, yeah, I wouldn't do that in a million years. How do you do that? Don't always take the salad with you everywhere you go. Well, I shouldn't say that. If that's your thing, but what I'm saying, I'm kind of getting into a process of, like, people, or a thought process of, like, people go to these events, like maybe you go to the 4th of July party, or you go to this, and all they take is the salad. Like, figure out how to celebrate during some of these events. You're going to go to 4th of July, okay, you can take a salad, but take some little fun dish. Make it exciting, make it where people aren't going, geez, who is this boring person over there? I mean, I don't drink, and I'm not going to eat what most people do, but I can go to the party now, and I don't have to even think about that kind of stuff because I'm going to have fun. Not that I go to a lot of parties, but you kind of get what I'm talking about when you go to a gathering. But, like, think about this in different areas of your life. Okay, another scenario. When you when you come to this lifestyle, sometimes people's social life takes a hit because, now you feel fun, going out to eat is not quite like it used to be. I would say on the going out to eat front and enjoying your lifestyle front, two things you could possibly do is think about the restaurants that you tend to go, maybe with your family, your coworkers, or whatever, that's not vegan or whatever. And start thinking, think about this group of restaurants that maybe you've eaten at in the past. Maybe you have to go out to lunch with your colleagues or whatever. Figure out, go, like, do a little homework, check out the menus, think of those menus differently than you did when you ate a different way. Think of, okay, if we go to this restaurant here, I can jazz this up a little bit. I can maybe even, hell, after a while, I've been here enough, I can talk to the wait staff or to ask the kitchen if they can do a few, special little somethings for me there. So do that at your standard restaurants that you go to with other people. If you're anywhere in a vicinity, make sure and check out, anywhere reasonable for you to drive, where you can find a vegan restaurant, where you can find a raw vegan restaurant. Try to get involved with other vegans and raw vegans as much as possible. If you have any Fruit Lux in your area, go to it, because socializing, we are most of us are. I'm not that social, but as humans, we're mostly social animals. We need a little interaction. And, if you're going to be socializing, don't you wouldn't it be fun just to socialize with people you're sharing food with? And like I'm saying, I'm not saying you totally have to shut off everything else and go to that side, and you can't go to gatherings, that aren't vegan or not exactly like you. But for sometimes it's going to be fun. I mean, just take that from me. I haven't had a lot of experience with that, but having hung out with a few raw vegans and just a little bit of time I've spent kind of at a few Fruit Lucks I've been to and things like that, it's a good energy, and it's going to make this lifestyle a lot more enjoyable if you have people to share it with. And then the next thing would be just to, if you don't have a lot of people in your day-to-day life, is to build yourself a little community of your own online. Not necessarily saying, totally embrace a group and like take it like that, but I've kind of built a little ragtag assembly of just friends from various groups, different things, and it kind of makes this more enjoyable. People I can talk about this lifestyle with, people that can relate to this lifestyle. But yeah, to finish it off here, really I'm just kind of throwing out a whole bunch of little examples, but it just comes back to the point. You have to, if you're not enjoying this lifestyle, you're only hanging on, and you're not going to last all that long. So start today. Ask yourself right now, am I struggling? Do I really enjoy this, or is this just something that I think is healthy for me that I'm trying to do because maybe I'll click one day? Make it fun. This lifestyle is really not that hard. It's really not that hard if you just use a little clever strategy to it. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you again tomorrow. Peace.